whatever they collected the data, which is always they try to go for management, they want to analyze which is the relevant data, which is the irrelevant data, okay, technical data, financial related data. So everything they want to analyze here. Production department we call it as a micro, and the overall company we call it as a macro, because the management are involved in the overall company progress. There are too many activities going on, there are too many inputs are connected. That's why the decisions is very important. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Natesh, lecturer in commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. We are in the Unit 1, Session 1, 4th semester, B.Ba Management Accounting. So the chapter name is Introductions to Management Accounting, and today my agenda. So you know the financial accounting and the cost accounting, like that there is one more branch called for management accounting, so which is not a compulsory accounting, so which is an option. If you try to compare for the financial accounting and cost accounting, which is a compulsory for the company or business, but management accounting, so they try to go for option. So here the management accounting, you will get more clarity about the management meaning and the definition, the standard definition. What are the characteristics of the management accounting and the objective of management accounting, and the nature of management accounting, the scope of management accounting, and to moving forward. So the meaning of management accounting is very simple. We know there are three types or three branches of accounting. Financial accounting will provide for the financial information to find out the profit and loss, but cost accounting will ascertain the each and every stage of the cost. But management accounting, so if the management are they completely depending for management accounting, because they want to go for planning, because they want to go for communicating, if they want to set any strategy or planning, policy, setting an objective. So the management accounting involve collection, because the collection of data from the finance department, financial accounting, and even the cost of the cost accounting. Whatever they collected the data, which is always they try to go for management, they want to analyze which is the relevant data, which is the irrelevant data, okay, technical data, financial related data. So everything they want to analyze here. And interpretation, whatever the financial data is available, they want to present in the systematic manner. So that is nothing but your representation or interpretation of data that relevant of the company operation and goal, based on the objective, based on the operation, the complete the management accounting, which is depending on the financial accounting and cost accounting. So the operation, there are different types of functions which is carried in the company. This include preparing a budget, because each and every department now operation size very lengthy. So of course there are functional area like a production department, they are trying to prepare for production budget, marketing department they are trying to prepare for demand budget, so the sales budget. There are different finance related, cash budget, flexible budget. So there are different types of budget we are finding. So the management will, they want to prepare before spending money, okay, so they want to prepare what and all the input resource is connected to your operation. And the tracking expense, there are different types of expense we are identified, like direct expense, indirect expense, call it as overheads. And analyzing profitability, because the viability we need to check. That's what the data is, the accountant, the management accountant, they want to provide for the management so to find out the actual profit and loss. And evaluating the performance, because individual department, the top level manager, they assign a responsibility. They want to get to know the performance, how it is, okay. And there is one standard definition for management accounting according to the Institution of Cost and Management Accounting, London, as defined management accounting as the application of professional knowledge and skill in the preparation of accounting information. Because the management, those who are coming under the management, of course they are a well professionalized body. So here we call it as a management as an art as well as science. Art is nothing but your application part, and science, which is nothing but your knowledge. So when you want to acquire the knowledge and skill, of course the professional institutions, so there are too many management, MBA, so chartered accounts, so there are different types of the specific course is available, so that they can get more clarity of the management accounting, such as way of assist management in the formulation of policy. Not only for formulating the top level management, they want to prepare number of policy for the different operations like production policy or marketing policy, HR policy. Okay, so how they want to how they will prepare because of management accounting. It is providing the management accountant or providing information for the management. And planning and control of the operation undertaking. Planning is the first functions of the management, and the ending functions will be controlled. In between there is interpretation, communication, budgeting, reporting. So there are different types of functions we are identifying. So the management, if they want to plan anything related to operation or setting an objective or vision or mission, okay, so the strategy, so definitely the planning and control is very important, because there are too many inputs are connected for your operations, right? That's what. And the characteristic of the management accounting, because the management accounting, there is a lot of demand for the now a corporate world, so which is a recent origin, so we can call it as a recent origin. So because of most of the company, with the help of management accounting, they are trying to take a planning, they try to go for preparing a budget, they try to go for controlling performance evaluation, so which is a latest trend. There is a lot of demand for management accounting nowadays. And a science as well as an art. I just now told the science, the management accountant, they are the professional bodies, the professional knowledge is required, even the professional skill is required, because we classified into three category of management. Top level, they are always having a conceptual skill or a strategic skill. The middle level management, they have a human skill. Okay, that low level management, they have an operation or technical skill. So because the how they are acquiring a skill, which is nothing but the science is nothing but knowledge, and art is nothing but application. Whatever they have a knowledge, how they are applying in the business operation. And the service function, because of service functions, so management, they are not physically working, which is just providing a service, advice or assistant for the management. So whenever the data is required, because they are kind of a service they are providing. And the macro approach, so here we call it as a production department, we call it as a micro, and the overall company we call it as a macro, because the management are involved in the overall company progress. So that's what which is always going for the, so again and again they are planning, again and again they want to evaluate the performance, because which is a complete dynamic functions they are following. And the eye sensitive to the management need, because the management, whenever they are expecting information about the finance related or cost related, the management analysis, the management accountant, they want to freely transfer the data for whenever the management is required. That's what it, which is very sensitive, because the timely the information you have to convey, because the management they want to go for management like setting a strategy, formulation or objective or goal. Okay, and the selective and discriminative in the reporting of data, because whenever you are taking a decision, so the right data, the relevant data for operation. Okay, so which is always the reporting, the management accounting, they want to report for the management, so that the management then they can run the business very smooth way. Okay, so here highly personalizing survey, because the management are completely depending on the management accountant. The management accountant, they are maintaining a management accounting, because they are two-way communication in between the management accounting and management. So because whenever the management is required the data from the management, so the management accountant, they are freely transferring the data, so that the management can be taking a decisions very easily, very quick decisions. And moving to the objective of the management accounting, we know there are different types of company, we are identifying different types of product related or service related. Even the data feeding, because the management are completely depending on the management accountant, so that's what the data feeding is made by the management accountant for management. So whenever they want to go for planning or decisions making or implementation or setting a strategy or policy, the data is very, very important. The management accounting are feeding the data for the management whenever they are expecting. And the interpretation of accounting data, how you are representing data, because the financial accounting and cost accounting, there is a standard accounting standard, Indian accounting standard or international accounting standard. But in the management accounting, there is no standard, but then also they are trying to apply the specific tool for go for the planning or decisions related analysis. And the optimization of utilization of rows, maximum what and all the input is available in the company or business, you have to get a maximum benefit or usage from the resource. So every second, almost all the input resource are what and all which is connected for the productivity, so that you are getting a maximum result. So wherever is possible to reduce the expense or loss, so of course we can try to avoid with the help of management accounting. That is a main objective. And the elimination of guesswork, here the guesswork is not assumption based, they are not working or taking any decisions or planning, because the complete database is only they are trying to go for taking the decisions or going for the planning, so that completely the guesswork is completely eliminated from this. And the planning, there are the first functions of management, the planning towards the input, the planning towards the financial, the planning towards a non-financial activity or technical activity, because there are too many plannings will be routine plan, strategic plan or specific plan. Okay, so which is the first function. The management want to plan for anything. Okay, if they want to expand business, if they want to purchase anything which is equipment or machinery, of course the planning is very important. Okay, and the control, there are too many inputs are properly you have to control. Monitor is very important. The management with the help of data is provided by the management accounting, they can control the activity, financial aspect as well as non-financial aspect. And the motivation, because here the people are involved, because compulsory the motivation, the positive motivation is required to encourage, to increase the productivity, to increase the performance. Of course the motivation is necessary. The management accounting, with the help of management accounting data, we try to go for motivating. And the organizing, there are too many inputs connected. That's what you need to organize properly, when you are expecting, when you want to achieve, when the data is transferred, when it is necessary. So everything properly, and organizing the time, organizing the machine, organizing what and all connected. And because in the company, not only one department, there are different functional areas working. Coordination between the different department is very necessary. The management, they want to coordinate each and every department continuously. And the communicating or reporting is very important. Each and every department, they are depending on the other departments. So the communication process. So the cost accounting and financial accounting, which is forwarding information, accounting information and cost information to the management accounting. The management accounting, which is finally forwarded to or communicated to the management, because the management are completely depending for planning or controlling. So that's what the complete communication and reporting is very important. And the nature of management accounting, because the nature of the management accounting, I told the management accounting is an option. Okay, but in case of financial accounting, cost accounting, which is a compulsory. Okay, so any business, they want to maintain their accounting standard. But in case of management accounting, management accountant is very important. Why? Because always they are thinking forward. Okay, so where I want to stand, where I'm standing, where I want to reach, how I can achieve my target. So always they are thinking. So for example, Fortune 500 company, okay, or top 10 company in India. So where they are standing, how I can reach my target, how I can reach my goal. So that's what they are always thinking for the forward. So that's what the management accounting is very important. And decision making, management there are too many activities going on. There are too many inputs are connected. That's what the decisions is very important. The decision making, proper decision, how the management can take, because of management accounting information, so the management can go for analyzing, taking a better decision. So try to avoid the unnecessary time. And internal focus, because in case of financial accounting and cost accounting, which is completely internal as well as external, but management accounting, when it is option for the individual company, so which is always focusing a different within the internal company. Okay, because each and every department they are monitoring, each and every department they are planning, decisions, communication, everything. So which is completely focusing on the internal. Okay. and the confidentiality, because of you have maintained the data which is related to management accounting data which is forwarded to the management, so you have to keep all the information very confidently, okay? Otherwise your competitors can take an advantages. That's what, whatever your strategy setting, whatever the policy you're framing within your company, you have to maintain confidentiality. And the flexibility, because of if there is no result you are finding, favorable result you are not expecting from the decision, so of course you can change the techniques or tools and techniques available in the management accounting according to the complete freedom management having. So that's what. And but analytical, which is compulsory, you need to analyze. There are too many things are connected, or too many things are involved in the process, so you have to analyze which is right, which is wrong, so when it is relevant data or conveyed to the top level management, okay? So the timeliness, because of the management want to take immediate decision, the timely informations want to available. That's what actually the time sense is very important here. And last one, the management oriented, which is the data complete management accounting, whatever you're maintaining, which is completely conveyed to the management. So that's what, which is a management approach only we can say here. Next, scope of management accounting. Here the scope importance what we are finding. So the first one, planning and control. The management, if the management want to go for planning or involving the management functions, the planning is the first function. If anything they are planning, the management are planning, of course they are completely depending on the management accounting which is already maintained in the company. So the management accountant are responsible here. And the cost accounting, because the cost of the product or project, it's very important. That's why the cost accounting will provide the information for the management accounting. So that's what is the cost, each and every cost you have to analyze properly, ascertain properly. And the financial analysis, because you need to check a finance related aspect, you have to analyze properly how much is required, okay, how much I can generate the revenue, what is an inflow, what is an outflow, everything I want to analyze properly, which is related to the financial aspect here. And the performance measurement, the management they want to go for performing, they want to measure with the help of management accounting information, whatever it is available. So each and every department performance is very important, so you need to check the performance. The evaluations will be not only for one time, which is a continuous process till the company are exit. So here next, strategic planning, because the management always coming under this strategy. So top level management, they are always thinking about the strategy, skill is required, so that they are try to set a strategy for competition or production strategy. So there are different types of strategy, they are try to go for planning. So that's what they are depending on the management accounting information. Next, because risk management, because in the company there are different types of risk we can predict with the help of management accounting. So because competition risk, technical risk, systematic risk, unsystematic risk, so there are different types of risk we can predict with the help of management accounting. Keep on watch for next section. Thank you.